This deep dive into the belonging effect in e-commerce is powered by Growth Suite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Growth Suite is a cool tool. It helps you run those smart discount campaigns, you know the ones.
I see.
You can actually test it for free. If you have a Shopify store, go to the Shopify App Store and try it out.
Nice.
So have you ever, like, I don't know, felt yourself really drawn to a specific brand? Like almost like you're part of some special group?
Yeah, totally.
Today, we're going deep into that feeling, what's called the belonging effect, and why it's so powerful in e-commerce. We'll look at how this whole sense of community affects how you buy stuff online.
And where you decide to, like, give your loyalty.
Exactly. We're using Mohammed Tufekhan's article as our main guide.
Oh, the one on the belonging effect. Creating community around products.
Yep, that's the one. It's all about e-commerce psychology.
Sounds fascinating.
We're basically trying to take the key points from that research and make them really relevant to you.
Whether you're a shopper or maybe even run an e-commerce business.
Exactly.
Love that approach.
So the big question in this deep dive is, how does making someone feel like they belong turn them from a random shopper into a hardcore fan of a brand?
And how does that give a business a real edge?
Right, like a competitive advantage.
A real lasting advantage. We're going to get into all of that. But first, what exactly is the belonging effect?
Yeah, good place to start.
At its core, it's about that human need for connection.
Like we all want to feel like we're part of something.
Exactly. But in the world of e-commerce, it's about how you connect with brands, their products, and, this is key, other people who like them.
So it's not just about, do I need this thing?
Right. It's way more than that. It's about, do I feel connected to what this thing stands for?
And the people who use it.
Yes. It's like, are you part of the tribe? It affects everything from the moment you even hear about a product to how loyal you are years later.
So this isn't just clever advertising. It's tapping into something much deeper in us, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's about emotions, really. You feel like a brand gets you, they welcome you, you're in the club, and you just naturally become more attached to it.
You start to really believe in it.
Yes. You know those times you see a brand and their message, it just clicks with you on a personal level.
Like you feel seen.
That's the belonging effect in action. And that's why we see so many brands now really trying to build these online communities.
Right. Like everywhere you look online. Which makes me wonder, has this always been a thing in marketing? Like, has it always been so focused on community?
And not really, no. In the old days, marketing was all about the product, just the product.
Just the features, benefits. This is what we have.
Yeah, exactly. Buy this.
Yeah.
But it's shifted a lot. Now it's way more about encouraging your stories. Like, what are your experiences?
And getting customers to connect with each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Building a whole identity around a brand that you can be a part of.
So it's less about what the product does and more about connecting with other people who like the same things you do.
Right on. And if you think about psychology in general, like Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Yeah, good old Maslow.
You know, once you have your basic needs covered, food, shelter, safety, what's next?
The need to belong, to feel loved.
Yes. And a strong brand community can help fill that. It's like being accepted, recognized, finding your people.
It's not just a feel-good thing, it's meeting a real human need.
Exactly. And it goes deeper, right?
Yeah.
This ties into how you see yourself, your identity. You define yourself by the groups you belong to, and you use products to show that.
That makes sense.
So, like, what you buy isn't just practical anymore.
It's a statement.
Yes, this is who I am. This is what I believe in. Like, think about someone really into a specific hobby.
Oh, yeah, totally.
They'll often gravitate towards brands that match that part of who they are. It's like, this brand gets me.
Okay, so we know what the belonging effect is, why it matters to people. But why should a business care? Like, what's the business case for this? How does it affect their bottom line?
Well, think about it. These days, just having a great product isn't enough. Everyone's got great products.
Right. It's so competitive out there.
Exactly. So brands that can create that emotional connection make you feel like, hey, I found my tribe. They have a real edge.
It's a way to cut through the noise.
Totally. And it's not just about getting you to buy once. Building a community, it turns those individual sales into, long-term relationships.
It's about loyalty.
Yes. They don't just see you as a one-time buyer. You're part of the experience. You matter to them.
But are there actual, numbers to back this up? Does building community really pay off for businesses?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Studies show that higher engagement in a brand's community, it means better customer retention.
People stick around.
They do. And brand loyalty goes way up. When you really feel like you belong, you're more likely to come back, buy again.
And you probably spend more too, right?
Exactly. And it gets even better. Those engaged community members, they become like walking, talking billboards for the brand. They tell their friends.
Word of mouth marketing.
The best kind. Because you're way more likely to trust someone who feels like, they're part of your circle.
It's authentic.
Yeah.
So to sum up, businesses get more loyal customers who spend more, and they do their marketing for them.
You got it. But here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay, lay it on me.
A strong community, it's a competitive advantage that's really hard to copy.
I see what you mean.
Like, sure, competitors can copy your product, maybe even your prices.
But they can't copy that feeling.
Nope. They can't copy the emotional bond, that sense of belonging that you've built with your people.
It's like you can't just manufacture a close group of friends.
Exactly. You've got to nurture it. Okay, so we talked about the benefits for businesses, but now I want to go deeper into why this need to belong is so powerful for us humans.
Yeah, you said it's a basic need, like food and shelter.
It is. Belonging, it's critical for us to be healthy and happy.
Yeah.
When you're accepted by a group, your brain actually releases chemicals that make you feel good.
Like a natural high.
Kind of, yeah. And it reinforces that feeling of connection, makes you want to stay connected. It's a powerful drive.
So when a brand makes you feel accepted, it's literally rewarding you.
That's right. And this feeling of belonging affects how you make decisions, even what you buy. Think about it. If owning a certain product or being part of a brand's community means you're accepted into a group you admire,
You're way more likely to buy that thing.
you got it. And here's the crazy part. The neuroscience behind this is fascinating. Research shows that social pain, like when you're excluded or rejected,
Ouch.
it literally activates the same brain areas as physical pain.
No way.
Yeah. And on the flip side, social pleasure, that feeling of connection.
It lights up the reward center of your brain.
Bingo. That's why those brand communities can be so influential. They tap into those fundamental social circuits in our brains.
And is this like a universal thing? Across different cultures, is everyone hardwired for belonging?
Yeah, pretty much. The ways cultures build group identity might be different, but that underlying desire to connect, to belong, that's universal. It's human nature.
So it's not just a fad in one part of the world. It's a core part of being human. Okay, we talked a bit about how all this connects to some big ideas in consumer psychology. Can we dig into that more?
Definitely. Let's start with social identity theory. It basically says you put yourself and others into different social groups, and that shapes your behavior.
I'm this kind of person, you're that kind of person.
Exactly. Now, think about brands. Some products can become signals of your group membership, like a sports team jersey, right?
Instantly tells everyone you're a fan.
Yep. And it connects you to other fans who are wearing the same thing. I'm one of you. And that leads to this idea of in-group favoritism.
We naturally like people from our own group more.
Right. So if a brand embodies your in-group identity, you'll be super loyal to them.
It becomes more than just buying a product.
That's the choosing sides.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
And switching to a competitor would almost feel like betraying your group.
Exactly. It's not just the product anymore. It's about staying true to your social connections, to who you are in that group.
Powerful stuff.
Yeah.
And how do those shared experiences with a product or a brand make this feeling of belonging even stronger?
Those shared experiences are key. Think about fan meetups, online forums dedicated to a brand, or even just sharing how you use a product with others who get it.
It creates a sense of shared history.
Exactly. The more shared experiences you have, the deeper those connections become. It's like building a shared memory bank.
Okay, now let's talk about another theory. Psychological ownership. It's that feeling of, this is mine, even if you don't technically own it yet.
Oh, like when you're browsing online and you could already picture yourself using it.
You got it. There's legal ownership. And then there's this psychological ownership. And often, that feeling is even stronger. Marketers try to trigger this all the time.
How so?
Think about try before you buy. Programs, product demos, those 360-degree views online.
It gets you imagining, this could be mine. Yes. And anticipation is huge here. When you're waiting for something you pre-ordered, that waiting actually makes the feeling stronger.
Oh, yeah, I totally get that.
And this is where pre-ownership language comes in. Marketers will say things like, your new adventure, or imagine your life with this.
It's like they're planting a seed.
They are. It gets you thinking about it as yours before it even is. So how does all this actually change how you buy things?
Yeah, how does belonging and this psychological ownership affect what ends up in our shopping carts?
Okay, so think about this. That need to belong. It can actually override your logic.
Wow, really?
Yep. You might weigh the pros and cons of something.
But if it means being part of a group you want to belong to,
Emotions win. You'll buy it, even if it doesn't totally make sense logically.
fascinating. And this emotional connection can even affect how much you're willing to pay, right?
Exactly. If a product gets you into a group you really value, you might pay more for it. The emotional benefit outweighs the cost.
So that's how some brands can charge more than others. People are paying for the feeling, not just the product.
Exactly. And shared values are huge here. When brands really push values that matter to a group like sustainability, ethical sourcing, supporting the community,
They attract people who share those values.
then boom,
Yeah,
instant connection, instant sense of belonging. It's like finding your people based on what you believe in.
makes total sense.
Yeah.
So we've talked about why the belonging effect is so powerful.
Mm.
Now, how do these communities actually form? What makes them so successful?
All right, let's break that down. Successful brand communities, they usually have a few key things in common. First, clear values, a shared purpose. It's got to be about something bigger than just the product itself.
So it's not just we all love coffee, it's we love this kind of coffee because it's ethically sourced.
Exactly. People need to feel like they're part of something meaningful, that they're making a difference. Second, they offer lots of ways for members to interact, connect. Online forums, social media groups, maybe even in-person meetups.
It's about giving them a space to connect, build relationships.
Yes, it's about building that tribe.
Mm.
And it's a balancing act for brands. They want some control, but the community needs freedom too. Too much control and it feels fake, forced. Too little and it's chaotic, unfocused. The sweet spot is empowering members while keeping things aligned with the brand's values.
It's a delicate dance.
Mm-hmm.
So how does someone go from just a customer to a full-fledged community member?
That's a really cool process. They start to see themselves as part of something bigger.
Their identity shifts.
Yes. They might start calling themselves a runner or a gamer, based on the communities they join. And there's an emotional journey there. It starts with discovery. They see someone using the product or hear good things about the community.
Then they dip their toes in.
Yeah, they join a forum, attend an event. Then they start participating more, sharing, connecting with other members. And finally, they become advocates, telling everyone how great the brand is.
From newbie to superfan.
Exactly. And remember, not everyone participates at the same level. You'll always have the lurkers, who mostly observe, and then the super users, who are super active and influential.
Every community needs both.
Right. Speaking of user-generated content, UGC, that's huge.
The stuff created by the community itself.
Yes. When people take the time to make posts, write reviews, film videos about your brand, it shows they're really invested.
They feel like they belong.
Exactly. And it's gold for brands because it's authentic marketing, real people, real experiences.
People trust it way more than a slick ad.
You know it. And this ties back to belonging, right? People want to share, give advice because it makes them feel valued.
And some brands are even involving their community in developing new products.
Smart move. That's next level belonging. Involving the community in brainstorming, getting their feedback on prototypes, having them beta test things.
It makes them feel like they're part of the process.
Yeah, exactly. And it creates better products too. And guess what? These super loyal fans, they often become the best brand ambassadors. They help spread the word authentically, and they help make the product even better.
It's like having a built-in team of passionate marketers.
Exactly. Okay, now let's dive deeper into how all of this builds brand loyalty.
Yeah, let's talk long-term value for businesses.
So we've seen that being active in a brand's community makes people more likely to buy again, and they're generally happier with the brand. When you feel connected to a community, you want to stick around.
It's like, why would you leave a place where you feel good, welcomed, understood?
Exactly. And this means higher customer retention for the business, and their customer lifetime value goes way up. These aren't just one-off buyers, they're invested in the brand's success.
So this is different from a regular loyalty program, right?
Big time. Those programs are transactional, you get points, you get discounts, it's about the reward. But this is emotional loyalty, it's based on identity, belonging.
It's much stronger.
Way stronger. You're not going to jump ship just because a competitor has a sale. Okay. Now for the practical stuff. What can businesses actually do to implement the belonging effect in their e-commerce strategies?
Yeah, let's get into the how-tos.
First, they need to create the right digital spaces for community building. Think easy to navigate, visually appealing, mobile-friendly. That's a must these days.
Got to be where the people are.
Yep. And you need features that encourage real conversations. Forums, chat functions, Q&A sections, get people talking, sharing, connecting.
Make it interactive.
Exactly. And don't forget moderation. Set clear rules, keep things respectful and inclusive, make it a safe space for everyone. And ideally, this community space should be connected to the online store itself. Make it super easy to browse products, learn more, buy things without leaving the community.
It all flows together. What about the language brands use? Does that matter?
Huge. Remember that pre-ownership language we talked about? Using phrases like your next favorite product or welcome to our family.
Gets people feeling connected right away.
Yes. And using my order, my account helps too.
It's more personal.
Exactly. And the overall tone needs to be authentic, real, relatable, no corporate jargon or overly polished stuff.
People can smell fake a mile away.
For sure.
Yes.
Storytelling is powerful here too. Share real stories about how people have benefited from the brand or found connection through the community. Humanizes the brand. Makes it real. Now, this one might surprise you. Even the products themselves can be designed to encourage community.
Oh, that's interesting. I hadn't thought about that.
Think about building in community features like comment sections on product pages, easy sharing buttons, maybe even collaborative shopping lists.
So you can shop with your friends, right?
Yep. And products designed for groups, like fitness apps with challenges or multiplayer games. Those naturally build community. Even the unboxing experience or interactive guides can be designed to encourage sharing and connection.
It's about thinking about community at every stage.
Yes, and getting feedback, providing good customer support, that all helps build that feeling of shared ownership and problem solving. Okay, now let's talk about how to welcome new members. First impressions are everything.
Make them feel at home right away.
Right. A warm welcome message, a quick tour of the community, maybe a welcome ritual like a live Q&A, make them feel seen, appreciated.
Those little touches go a long way.
They really do. And try to connect newcomers with active community members right away. Introduce them to leaders, mentors, get them involved. And as they become more active, give them more responsibility, like writing reviews, leading discussions.
Help them level up within the community.
Exactly. They go from passive observer to advocate. Now, the big question for businesses: how do you know if your community efforts are working? How do you measure the impact?
That's the million-dollar question. What should businesses be tracking?
It's more than just counting members. You got to look at the quality of the interactions. Are they deep, meaningful conversations or just superficial stuff?
Quality over quantity.
For sure. Look at the content being shared. Is it valuable, helpful, genuine? Sentiment analysis is helpful too. It analyzes the tone of conversations, positive, negative, neutral.
You can get a sense of the community's vibe.
Exactly. And of course, track growth and retention. Is the community growing steadily? Are people sticking around?
Signs of a healthy community.
Yeah.
What about the financial side of things? How do you measure the return on investment?
Look at revenue. Are your community members spending more, buying more often than your average customer?
That's what it's all about, right?
Right. And track word-of-mouth referrals. Is your community driving new customers? That can mean lower marketing costs.
Organic growth is the best kind.
It is. And a strong community can even lower customer support costs.
How so?
Well, those active members, they often jump in to help newbies with questions and issues. Less work for your support team. And as we talked about, community feedback can lead to better, faster product development. It's a win-win. And there are a bunch of ways to study all this. Surveys can help you understand how connected people feel to your brand and why. Focus groups and interviews can give you deeper insights into the emotional side of things.
Get those qualitative insights.
Exactly. A/B testing can help you experiment with different community features and see what works best. And you can do longitudinal studies to track how people's sense of belonging changes over time.
So there are lots of tools to get a clear picture of how the community is doing.
Lots of tools. And we've seen some really successful examples of the belonging effect in action.
Like what?
Think about Apple. Their users, they often feel a super strong connection to the brand, but also to each other, like they're part of this exclusive club.
The Apple ecosystem.
Exactly. Or think about video game communities. They're super passionate. They bond over shared experiences, even make real-life friends.
It's like a whole subculture.
It is. And even small businesses can create strong communities using tools like Facebook groups. Point is, belonging works at any scale, in any industry.
It's adaptable.
Totally. And the future of community-based marketing is super exciting. We have VR and AR coming up, creating even more immersive experiences. AI could help personalize those experiences even further. And social media and e-commerce, they'll keep merging, making it easier for communities to form and buy things.
The brave new world out there.
It is. But the core principle stays the same. that human need to connect. Brands that understand that and really nurture those relationships, those are the ones that'll win in the long run. It's not about selling, it's about connecting.
Building something real.
Yes. So to wrap this up, for businesses, building community isn't just a marketing tactic, it's a whole new way of thinking.
It's a mindset shift.
Yes, it's about creating long-term value through repeat business, referrals, and a strong brand identity.
It's playing the long game.
Exactly. And for businesses just starting out, start small, focus your efforts, scale up as you learn. Put resources into community management, track your progress, and weave this idea of belonging into every part of the customer journey.
From the first click to becoming a lifelong fan.
And don't forget that pre-ownership language. Start building that connection from the very first hello. At the end of the day, it's about building real human connections in a digital world. That's the future of e-commerce.
And this deep dive into the belonging effect has been powered by Growth Suite.
Ah, yes.
If you have a Shopify store and you're looking for ways to connect with your customers, boost your sales, and create that feeling of belonging,
The one we've been talking about.
the one and only, you have to check out Growth Suite. It's on the Shopify App Store. You can try it for free.
Awesome.
So to quickly recap, we went deep into the belonging effect in e-commerce today. We talked about why wanting to connect is such a powerful driver of what we buy and where we stay loyal.
And how that need to belong is hardwired into us psychologically.
It's not just a marketing trick. It's human nature. We saw how it connects to big ideas in consumer psychology and how it turns transactions into real relationships.
It's about building something bigger, something more meaningful.
Now, think about yourself. How can you use these ideas to build stronger communities around things you're passionate about?
Or maybe even in your own business. And what brands make you feel like you belong?
What are they doing that works? Pay attention to those little details.
They hold the key.
And finally, here's something to ponder. In this crazy connected digital world, how do you think our need to belong will change how we shop the future?
How will technology and human connection intertwine?
It's a big question and one worth thinking about. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It was my pleasure.